Guardians in Cleveland, so he's ready to go tonight. Jeremy Pena back in that lineup for the first time in 33 games, and he does not hesitate to go after the first pitch. And we're underway with a swinging strike.
Sat there staring out the window at the thunderstorms that were going on. It was pretty wild.
That ball hits Pena's back foot, so Jeremy, in his first plate appearance since coming off the IL, gets hit with a pitch. So now Isaac Paredes, and he goes after the first pitch and lines it into center. Diving attempt by Outman. He knocks it down. It's in front of him. That's a base hit for Paredes, and Jeremy Pena scoots to third. Astros with first and third and nobody out. There is no chance he was going to give him a cookie there, and Jordan draws a 4-pitch walk, his team leading 31st walk of the year. Christian batting with the bases filled. Shoots this one up in the air on the infield, and it's caught by the second baseman Luke Keeschel. So after a 4-pitch walk, Walker pops up for the first out of the inning. Broken bat, and it's caught in the air, and they go to second for a double play. Astros out of the inning as DeCenzo looped one to the shortstop Lee. He caught it in the air, and they doubled off Paredes off second. Pena was well off third as well.
Twins.
Tatsuya Imai makes his 5th start in an Astros uniform and delivers the first pitch up and in for ball 1. Imai making his 3rd start on the road this season against the A's on the road. 5 2/3 of shutout baseball. This ball looped into right field. Cam Smith trots in and makes the catch. 2 pitches and 1 out in the first. So now getting ahead of Larnach 1-2. Tried to hold up on a slider, and that's a swing and a strikeout. Tatsuya Imai picks up his first strikeout with that slider, and that's the second out of the inning. Chopper past the mound, but they are charging is Braden Shoemake. He'll make the toss to first, and that's a good start for Tatsuya Imai. A 1-2-3 inning here in Minneapolis. Do a double play. Now the Astros regrouping against this lefty. A little tapper in front of the plate, barehanded by Jeffers. His throw in time to get Shoemake. That'll be the first out of the inning for umpires.
I'm just glad his gear's here.
That's right. Swing and a miss. Matthews down on strikes. Rojas picks up his first strikeout, 2 away in the inning.
Is gifted. It's just a matter of letting it go out there and be shown.
Chopper past the mound, and there's a base hit for Cam Smith. There you go on a 2-2 pitch. A little ground single through the middle for Cam, and he's a 2-out base runner. Now he could try and steal a base. That ball into right center field, cutting across Outman. He'll make a catch and go down to the ground to secure it for the final out of the inning. Vasquez lines out to center. Astros strand 1. Good first inning for Tatsuya. Swing and a miss. That is the slider that sometimes goes in the opposite direction for a strikeout, for his second strikeout. That ball smoked to center field. Bryce Matthews will watch that one go into the batter's eye. Over the fauna, initially over the wall, and all the way to the back of the batter's eye. That was well hit by Josh Bell to straightaway center. Bell's 4th home run of the year. His 3rd as a lefty.
Yeah, you see it on our UTMB Anderson strike zone. That was a changeup at 88. And big Josh Bell got those arms extended and hit a rocket 112.3 off the bat.
And a 3-pitch strikeout here, getting Keeschel for the second out of the inning and his 3rd strikeout in the game. On the ground, Christian Walker has it. Tells Imai he'll take it himself, and he does for the final out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 run. It's a Josh Bell home run, and it's 1-0 Minnesota.
At 100% and ready to contribute.
Yeah, good to see. Glided from first to third on the base hit by Paredes after he was hit by a pitch his first time up. He has gone after the first pitch a couple of times tonight. Grounds out to short here. 1 out in the 3rd. Vila Cuba, where Kendry Rojas is from. And he strikes out Paredes here. That is strikeout number 2 for the left-hander in the second out of the inning. Early on. That ball hit to center. Jordan didn't get all of that one as James Outman is there to put it away. And that's a 1-2 inning for Rojas for the first time tonight. It's 1-0 Minnesota. Should be active soon. This ball hit over the head of Christian Walker on a 1-0 pitch. Tristan Gray has a base hit to start the third inning. So Gray, a leadoff base runner for the Twins.
Some highly regarded Hall of Fame athletes.
Into left field, played by DeZenzo for the first out.
Some guy named Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Barry Bonds rings a bell.
Austin Martin, the batter, goes after the first pitch, bounces it to Paredes. They go for second to second for one, and the turn by Shoemake in time for the double play. Austin Martin hints into an inning-ending double play to get through the third. Still 1-0 Twins. Had a bases loaded, no out situation without a run. This ball sent sharply to short, going down to the ground. Brooks Lee, his throw on a bounce in time to get Walker. Nice play by the Twins shortstop for out number 1. Rojas than they even had hoped for, as his pitch count pretty solid here through 3 2/3 as Zach DeZenzo flies out to left for the second out. Braden goes down on strikes here as he misses that slider. Strikeout number 3 for Rojas on a 1-2 inning. He's now retired 7 in a row. This is on a home run. Little cue shot the other way, and Paredes will watch it go into left field. Isak knew even if he gloved that ground ball, there was nothing he would be able to do with it. Larnach has an opposite field hit. That start against the A's in Sacramento, and he stops his delivery, and that's a balk. He tripped on his delivery home, and that's an easy call for the umpiring crew for a balk to send Larnach to second base on the last homestand against the Mariners. Ground ball to third. Paredes will keep the runner at second base and make the play for the first out. They're pinned today. Simeon Woods Richardson loosening. 1-2 pitch is lofted into left center. Easy play for Zach DeZenzo. Tagging at second is Larnach, but he's not going anywhere. That's the second out.
But a four-seamer that moves like that is pretty good.
This ball hit pretty well the other way. DeZenzo will watch that one go. Josh Bell, who came into the game with 3 home runs, has hit 2 tonight. That one the other way to left after one to straightaway center, and he has accounted for all 3 runs of this game. It's 3-0 Minnesota.
Again, for me, it's just location. I'm not upset with the pitch choice, just the location of it. That one was up, and Josh Bell made the adjustment and just flipped that one into left field.
Got him. Second time he has struck out Keishel, and there's 4 strikeouts in the game for Imai. But a 2-out, 2-run home run by Josh Bell has the Twins in front 3-0.
Mixing it up a little bit with the opener of Rojas, and now giving way to Woods Richardson, who's not going to make a play on Bryce Matthews.
Bryce Matthews bunting his way on for a base hit. First batter to face Richardson. Richardson had a shot at that, but it deflected off his glove, and once he didn't field it cleanly, no chance to get Bryce. Bryce stays, and the pitch is sent in the air into right field. Austin Martin moves to his right. He'll make the play for out number 1. Well played. Nice. There's the walk. That's the command issues you were talking about with Simeon Woods Richardson. First and second, 1 out. Not putting the first pitch in play his first time up. He goes after a first pitch a third time. That's a line drive to third. Just back in time, Bryce Matthews. Play made by Tristan Gray. Tried to turn 2. Isak down on strikes. The catcher Ryan Jeffers will make the toss to first, and that'll do it for the Astros in the 5th. 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left. Another dangerous one, huh?
It's a good thing we don't play in the Central.
Right side for Braden Shoemake off the bat of Brooks Lee, and he's retired for the first out here in the 5th. All Astros fans have brought a clear poncho. Have they brought an extra one for Julia? Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 5 for Tatsuya Imai. 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Which way that thing's going, because if he can, that's impressive.
That's a challenge by Christian Vasquez.
Catcher's challenging the call of the ball.
Marvin Hudson called it a ball. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Vasquez misses that call.
Call is confirmed. Houston has 1 challenge left.
7/10 of an inch. The Astros down to 1 challenge. Counts, but a 3-2 count here to Outman. And that ball sent into left field for a base hit. So Outman has a 2-out single. Still no walks allowed by Imai. And he has not had any outing where he has walked fewer than 3. So now 1,000 people or less still remaining.
Oh,
now
how about
pickoff
that?
right out of the gates. Play was underway and Outman is picked off before Jaden Murray throws a pitch. What a way to come out of the rain delay. Delayed for almost 2 hours and Outman is caught napping.
Supposed to take your nap in between. Caught him sleeping big time. That was brilliant right out of the chute. Just pick him off and go.
4-pitch walk for the first batter for the Astros coming out of the rain delay. Jordan draws his 2nd walk of the game season. That ball's hit sharply past the shortstop Lee into left center field. Jordan will head to 2nd, and the Astros have 2 runners on with nobody out. Smash single by Walker. Some in the Twins dugout thought Zach went too far. Instead, he grounds one to short. They go to 2nd, and DeCenzo is hit into his 2nd double play of the night. This one on the ground. On the play, Jordan moves to 3rd. Shoemake pops one into left field. Trevor Larnach towards the line, puts it away for the final out of the inning. 1 walk, 1 hit, but a double play hurts, and the Astros.
Percentage of inherited runners straight, just 1 of the 7 runners scoring there. TK?
All right, Julia, 2 pitches for an out here in the 6th inning as Austin Martin sends one to right field. Misses the outside corner. That's a 4-pitch walk to the Twins left fielder. 1 on with 1 out. Jeffers takes a strike on the outside corner, but he doesn't like the call and is going to challenge.
Challenging the call of strike.
Astros have lost 1 challenge earlier when Christian Vasquez challenged and lost. And now the
Call is confirmed. Minnesota has 1 challenge left.
Twins catcher Ryan Jeffers loses a challenge for his team as a hitter. 3 innings out of the bullpen in that game behind Tatsuya Imai. This ball slicing away from Cam Smith and will bounce off the wall. Cam gloves it, and that'll keep the runner at 3rd base. But 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out is Ryan Jeffers. Continues to hit well. He had an OPS of over 1,000 coming in his last 2 weeks. That's in, ball 4, and that'll load the bases up for the guy who has driven in all the runs in this game, and that's Josh Bell. Grounds this one to the right side. That'll get through for at least 1 run. Holding at 3rd is Jeffers. It's now a 4-0 game with all 4 RBIs coming off the bat of Josh Bell. This one into shallow left, coming on Zach DeCenzo, still coming on, and that's going to drop in for a hit. 2 runs are trying to score. 1 run's in. The 2nd run safe on a nice slide made by Cody Clemens. That's a 2 RBI base hit for Keisho on a little floater into left that Zach DeCenzo couldn't catch up with. There's another base hit. That over the leaping attempt of Braden Shoemake. Now being held late is Josh Bell.
Backdoor him.
The throw to 3rd, then get the out at 3rd base. Roman Borrego started to wave Josh Bell, and then he gave him a late hold, and Cam Smith's throw smartly went to 3rd to get the runner trying to get back to the bag. And now into right field, a fly ball caught by the jumping Cam Smith to end the inning. Twins have doubled up their lead, though, with 3 runs. It's now 6-0. And the Astros have a leadoff runner on again. They've had a leadoff runner all 3 innings against the Twins bullpen. Oh, he hit him.
Got him.
Cam Smith hit by that pitch. He was down in the count last year. Grounds one towards the middle and past the diving Brooks Lee into center field. Astros on the board as Bryce Matthews crosses the plate. It is now a 6-1 game on the Vasquez RBI single.
How about the boys at the bottom of the third getting it done? Christian Vasquez
hasn't played a game since April the 11th as he sends this one into right field. With Cam Smith's speed, this should be easily deep enough to score the run. Making the catch is Austin Martin. Smith will cross the plate. That's a sacrifice fly by Jeremy Pena. His first RBI of the season for the Astros. And it's now a 6-2 game. Threw his bat at that ball and flied it into center field. He hit that about 200 feet plus on a ball that he hit with a bat thrown. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Yordan with a single into right field on the first pitch he sees from Topa. Heading first to third is going to be Christian Vasquez, and the Astros now with runners on the corners here in a 6-2 game. Yordan on base for the 3rd time tonight. There's a base hit into right field. In comes Christian Vasquez. Yordan Alvarez will go first to third. Astros now down 3. Scoring 3 here in the 7th at 6-3.
Nicely done, cutting the lead in half.
His first year in 24. 3-2 pitches on the ground to first, played there by Cody Clemens, and he'll get to the bag. Astros will strand 2 runners. They do score 3 in the inning and cut the lead in half. It's now 6-3. 7th inning stretch time here in Minnesota. 13 games in 13 days. You could use extra bullets when you can find them as Outman goes down on strikes. A.J. Blueball strikes out the first batter he faces here in the 7th. Goes after this pitch and sends it to right again. Cam Smith will make the 3rd catch against Austin Martin tonight. That's the 2nd out of the inning. The ball looped towards left. Jeremy Pena tested it out, and he looks 100% healthy. That hamstring fully recovered. He went out flying into shallow left to make that play. He is not looking to walk. This ball grounded to the right side, gloved there by Luke Keeschel. That's the 1st out of the inning. On the ground, a couple of hops, backhanded by Tristan Gray. His throw is low, and a good pick at first base by Cody Clemens for the Twins. And he has himself a 1-2-3 inning. Astros down here in the 8th, trailing 6-3. For Jeffers to lead off the bottom half of the 8th. And Blue Ball walks his former battery mate to lead off the inning. Call up somebody, you don't have to go very far.
Yeah, he can drive his own car.
That ball popped up. Isaac Paredes in foul territory makes the catch. And that's the 1st out of the inning. 197th and 198th career home runs tonight. Got in on him there. Fly ball to left. Zach Cole's the new left fielder after pinch hitting for DeZenzo. He makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. 3-run game. Chopper right to Christian Walker. Easy play for Seawalk, and A.J. Blueball, a nice job out of the pen. 2 shutout innings tonight. There's a walk to start the inning. Astros have one of those 2 base runners they need to bring the tying run to the plate after a 4-pitch walk. Now he pops this one up behind the plate. New catcher is Victor Caratini, and he puts it away for the 1st out. That was close, but ball 4, and Yordan Alvarez will be the tying run at the plate with 1 out in the 9th inning in a 6-3 game. Froze him with the fastball. He was anticipating a sweeper off the plate, and got the fastball instead as Rogers locked him up for the second out of the inning. Ground ball to short, and Brooks Lee will go to first, and that will end the game. Astros lose 6-3 in the opener of this 3-game set to the Twins here in Target Field, scoring all their runs in the 7th inning. But Josh Bell was too much tonight. He drove in 4, the 6 for Minnesota. Kevin Eschenfelder, Brian Bogusevic will be your host tonight. Julia Morales helping out with interviews in the Astros clubhouse. Post-game show presented by Whataburger is next.